Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? What have I done? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? If today's your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. Let me check my sounds. Let me check and make sure my sounds are working today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Hello, good afternoon. Uh, if today's your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about 7 secrets of a successful relationship. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today and where are you joining from? If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah and we will be here every Friday, or we are here every Friday from 12:30 to 1:30 UK time. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? I'll check if my sounds are working. We are here on Fridays between 12:30 to 1:30. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. I'll just check and make sure our sounds are working today. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if you can hear. I want to see if I can hear. Yeah, I think our sounds are working today. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today and whereabouts are you watching from? Good morning. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia and I'm broadcasting today live from London, England. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Today's Friday, happy weekend to you. We are here on Fridays now. We used to be here weekly, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we are now here on Fridays between 12:30 to 1:30 every week. So we are here every Friday for 1 hour between 12:30 in the afternoon London time to 1:30. So 12:30 to 1:30. How are you today and where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching from, please. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about secrets of a successful relationship. If you want your relationship to last, what do you do? What do you do if you want your relationship to be sweet, if you want your relationship to be juicy, if you want your relationship to be spicy, you need to add some chili. No, that was just a joke. Please don't add chili to your relationship. It's gonna be hot. Please don't add chili to your relationship. Add some no, don't add pepper, please. Add salt, plenty of sugar. Add plenty of sugar, not too much sugar, just enough, please. So that's our topic for today. We're going to be talking about what to add in your relationship and what to subtract. What do you add and what do you subtract? That is the topic for today, because you have to know what your partner likes. You have to know what your partner wants. You have to know what makes your partner happy. You're already dating. You want your relationship to last. You want it to be sweet. What do? What does your partner like? You know, hello, Jat Punjabi boy. Hello, Punjabi boy. How are you? And where are you? You're from India. I'm broadcasting from London. Yes, that is where I'm broadcasting from. So I'm live from London, England. Jat Punjab boy. That is where I'm broadcasting from. You know, how are you today? How is India? Thank you very much for your fine words. I do appreciate your kind words. Thank you very much. We are here on Fridays. If you have not subscribed, yeah, if you invite me, I'll come. If you invite me, I will come. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Double tap your screen and give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to support the channel in any little way you can. Do subscribe. Do support the channel. So do subscribe to the channel. So as I said earlier on today's episode, we're going to be talking about secrets of a successful relationship. If you want your relationship to work, you must have the will to make it work. Please give the video a thumbs up if you're watching. Give the video a thumbs up. We're going to be here for 1 hour from 12:30. We've been here from 12:30. So we are here from 12:30 in the afternoon to 1:30 in the afternoon, London time. On Fridays, we are here on Fridays now. So yeah, so we are here from 12:30 to 1:30. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Kindly let us know where you're watching from. And I'd like to wish you a very happy weekend wherever you are. What have you got planned for the weekend? You know. Jad Punjab boy, you are very interesting. You are an interesting person. How are you today? How are you today? And let us know where you're watching from. Good afternoon. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. And we are here on Fridays between 12:30 in the afternoon to 1:30 in the afternoon. So please, if you want your relationship to last, if you want your relationship to be successful, please add a bit of salt in your relationship, add a bit of pepper, add a bit of seasoning. You have to season your relationship every now and then, you know, to get it to taste. You know? Add a bit of salt, don't add too much pepper because then it's gonna be hot. So please, not too much chili powder, yeah? Don't add chili powder. Okay, that was just a joke. Please, if you want your relationship to work, you have to be willing to make it work. That is the first thing. It is very important that you're willing to put in the time to make the relationship work. Because remember, if you move into a house, you clean it, you refurbish the house, you paint it, you renovate it. It's the same. What we don't do is we don't get to refurbish our relationships. We don't get to renovate. We don't get to change the furnitures in our relationship. Sometimes we don't get to change the way we look. We don't get to buy new clothes. Remember that we are attracted by what we see. You see your partner, sometimes they look tired at home, you're with them all the time, they've become so used to you. Now they don't care anymore about doing their hair, makeup, and things like that. You have to keep looking good for yourself and for your partner. It is important. Sometimes people think, oh, I've known my partner for so long, we've known each other for so long now, so I don't have to care anymore. I don't think you have to care for yourself. You have to keep looking after yourself. and the relationship. So if you want your relationship to be successful, please look after you. Look after yourself. Make sure you look good for yourself and for your partner. It is important. You might think because you've been dating someone or you've been in a relationship with someone for 5, 6 years, you don't need to look good anymore, especially when you're at home with them. You don't need to look good anymore because you're used to them, they're used to you, you're used to each other now. No. When you start dating, whether you're dating, married, or you have been in a relationship for 2, 3, 4 years, please do take care of yourself. Your partner wants to see you looking good. Your partner wants, I'm not saying you should make up at home, but just look good at home. Look good at home for yourself and for your partner. Don't leave yourself, don't look weak and tired because you think he's my partner, it's okay, I can't be bothered. No, look good for yourself first and look good for your partner. Your partner loves to see you looking good. They don't say, some people don't say, but they would love it to see you looking good, looking fine. I have this friend who lives in Swanley, somewhere not very far from me. And he said we work together, and he said, oh, I went home. He went home, that was about 2 weeks ago, and his wife, she had done her hair. That's something she had not done for a long time. She did her hair, and he was so happy about that. He had to come and tell us, he came to work and he was like, oh, my partner did her hair. She was looking so good, her hair so nice. She even dyed her hair. And I was like, whoa, but why? I asked him, why have you not been telling her? If you want her to dye her hair, why don't you just tell her, oh, why don't you dye your hair? And he was like, no, you don't want to force your partner, but it's good to see your partner, the person that you love, looking, good, bright, attractive. So please, if you're dating, make sure you take care of yourself. It is very important. If you want to keep your relationship sweet, juicy, take care of yourself. Look good. Whether you're a man or a woman, look good. Don't just leave yourself. It is important. Another thing you should do is, please make sure you are willing to make your relationship work. If you're willing to make your relationship work, it will work because you will put in the time. If you put in the time, if you put in the effort that you need to put in your relationship, it will work. It will work because if there's a problem, you will fix it. If you've got a problem, let's say you've got your furniture at home is broken, what do? You fix it, you repair it. It's the same thing. So if you are dating and something is not right, let's say you're angry about something, you're better off resolving it. You're better off chatting with your partner, talking to them, telling them what the problem is and how you feel about it. Hello, Rashid. Hello, Rashid. How are you today? Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Cecilia. I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and today we are streaming live from London, England. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and what you dressed for success for today. Hi Rashid, how are you? Rashad, how Ranzi, how are you? How are you and where are you watching from? How are you today and where are you watching from? Rashad. Yeah, Rashad. Yeah, Rashad Ranzi. How are you? Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If today's your birthday, happy birthday to you. If this is your birth month, September, happy birth month to you. And happy birthday to you. And on today's episode, we are here Fridays, every Friday between 12:30 to 1:30. That is London time. And on today's episode, we are talking about secrets of a successful relationship, how to keep your relationship going, how to keep your relationship, hot, juicy, spicy. Don't add a lot of chili in your relationship. If you add a lot of chili, it's gonna be too hot. Just a little bit of salt every now and then in your relationship. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit spice. You have to spice your relationship and add a bit of sugar, a bit of salt, a bit of honey every now and then to sweeten the relationship, if you want it to work. Live from the battlefield, as we all should know, and not act like we don't know. You follow. Live or from the battlefield, as we all should know. Okay. What battlefield, Rashid? Hmm. What battlefield, Rashid? Okay, hello, good afternoon, and thanks very much for stopping by. If it's your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia, and on today's episode, we are talking about secrets of a successful relationship. So if you are dating, please make sure you put in time to make your relationship work. Put in the time you need to put in. Remember that when you move into a house, you renovate it, you fix it, you sweep it, you clean it. But what we don't do is we don't fix our relationship, we don't clean, we don't tidy our relationships up. We let the relationship just run itself. But we have to run it. You get in a relationship, you have to run it, you know. So please, you have to run it. So please put the time you have to put in your relationship if you want your relationship to work, you know. So the first thing I said was you taking care of yourself. Make sure you fancy your partner, and vice versa. Make sure you fancy them and you show them. You show them the love. You show them, there are those small things in life that you do for someone and they would appreciate. For example, just making your partner a cup of tea after work. They might just come back from work and you get them a cup of tea or coffee if that is what you know that they like. Just do just little things. You might think, oh, I'm not doing it, but once you do it for them, sometimes you have to do. You start by doing. You do it for them, and they will reciprocate. You teach people how to treat you. Sometimes you teach people how to treat you by treating them the way you want to be treated. If you treat someone with love, they will reciprocate. Okay, I remember, I'll tell you a very short story. I have this friend, she's from South Africa, and she was dating this guy. At the start of the relationship, this guy was very naughty. He wasn't very nice. Um, he used to treat her okay like a girlfriend, but he wasn't that nice. Sometimes she would come and complain, you know. But this, my friend, very nice girl, very good girl, she was treating this guy with so much love, because that is all she had in her. So that was all she gave. She treated this guy with so much love, you know. She would even go as far as buying him new beddings. He will get him full new beddings, new things for his apartment, maybe with his own money, but she put in the time to do it for him, and sooner than later, this guy started changing. Gradually but surely, he changed. Do you know that um as I speak, they're still together, and this guy actually cooks for my friend. He cooks. Like, this is someone who would not even go near the kitchen. He wouldn't want to cook. He used to complain a lot. But the girl, my friend, she fell in love with this guy. At the start of the relationship, he was so difficult. This guy was so difficult, you know. But because she had fallen in love with him, what she did was she put in the time, she was just being herself because naturally she's a good girl. She treated this guy with love, so much love. I'm sure this guy had, no one had ever loved this guy like this. Not only love by doing some little things. She would change his bedding. She went as far as changing his carpet. Okay, maybe she did it with his money, but you know what? She did a lot and she changed this guy completely. And today, this guy, I can't believe it. Today, this guy cooks for my friends. He will be like, "Oh, baby, what do you want me to cook for you today?" And my friend would look at me and go like, I'm like, I told her that it's because of what you did. It's because you put in the time. Sometimes you have to teach people how to treat you. If you're with your partner, treat them with love. Treat them with love. If you treat them with love for a period of time and they don't do it back and you love them, keep doing it. And if you think they're not reciprocating, then you can go, okay, I've tried, I've done all I can for this relationship and it's not working. But you have to teach people how to treat you. you know so please treat people, show people how to treat you, show people how to love you, show people how to, especially your partner, your boyfriend, your husband, show them. People see what you do. Sometimes you might say things and people hear them through this ear and it goes through the other ear. But then when you show them how to treat you by treating them the way you want to be treated, if you do it over and over, if you do it for a long period of time, they will pick something up. They might not pick everything up at the same time, but they will pick certain things up. Okay, let's say you're dating someone and every time they get back from work, you notice that they make themselves a nice cup of hot chocolate, coffee, whatever. And you pick that up. Once they get through the door, you give them a cup of coffee or tea, depending on what they like. That they like. You serve it to them. After work, they're tired, they just walked in, and then you're giving them a hot cup of tea or chocolate, you know, and when you give somebody a cup of tea, chocolate when they're tired, they go, when you get home, we all do that. When you get home after a long day, you get home, someone gives you a glass of water, tea, coffee, you go, oh, thank you. you know you might think it's nothing, it is something. If you do that for some time, the person will know, oh, my partner is treating me with so much love, what can I do? you know how can I reciprocate? Even if the person doesn't do the same thing, even if they don't give back at that particular point in time, but you're teaching them how to treat you. So please teach people how to treat you and do these small things. Do these small things like my friend I just talked about. you know Rashad. Okay. Have a lovely day, Rashad. Ranzi. Have a lovely day. Thanks very much for stopping by. I'll check your channel if you have one. I will. Please do subscribe to the channel. We are here on Fridays between 12:30 to 1:30. If today's your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. On this channel, we talk about relationships. I do stand-up comedy. um I live in London, England. I do stand-up comedy. I love dancing and fashion. So we have it all here on this channel. So please, I've got plenty of videos for you to watch. You can go and check my channel. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, and join me every Friday from 12:30 to 1:30 so we can connect. We are here to learn. So on this channel, we are here to learn, grow, and have a good time. I wasn't here last Friday. We used to do this daily, but we stopped due to unforeseen circumstances, and now we're going to be doing Fridays. So we are here every Friday. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And if this is your birth month, happy birth month to you. And let's go back to our topic for today, which is secrets of successful relationships. If you're dating and you want your relationship to last, if your relationship is shaking, let's say you're dating and you're thinking, I'm doing a lot for my partner and he's not reciprocating. Relationships are meant to be symbiotic. You're giving and your partner is giving back. It must not be 50-50. Personally, I don't believe in 50-50. Why? Because there are certain things I don't know how to do. I don't have a clue about how my car works. I'd rather my partner takes care of my car and I do the cooking. That is me. You might be different. You might be looking at life from a different point of view. That is why we are all different. Please do what works for you. I personally, I don't believe in 50-50. I believe in working together with your partner, complementing each other. I believe in looking at your partner's strengths, capitalize on your partner's strengths, not his weaknesses or her weaknesses, or vice versa. So I don't believe in 50-50. I don't I like I don't know how my car works. I don't know, so I'd rather my partner sorts out my car. That is his strength. Please help me sort out my car, sort out my MOT, sort out everything. My car, I will sort out. Don't worry, I'll sort out the cleaning. I'll wash your clothes. Yeah. I don't know. I took my car to the garage and I didn't have a clue what the guy was. Oh my goodness, it's not my forte, it's not something I'm good at. Let me do what I'm good at, and you help me. I'll help you with what you're not good at, and you help me, do the things that I'm not good at. For example, sorting out my car, sorting out the lawn, you know, um, carrying heavy things, let the man do what men should do, you know. That is just how I see it. I might not be right. If you don't see it that way, it is okay. I will not let you cook um food that I cannot eat, food that I cannot eat because I want you to cook, because we all have to cook in the relationship. No. If you're dating and your man cannot cook, you do. If you can cook, you're a good cook, you love cooking, you do the cooking. you know you do the cooking, and you know what you would let him do as a man. He should do the carpet fitting, painting, washing machine, get him to sort that out. Get him to do the lawn, get him to do the things that you cannot do, and then you do the things that you can do. For example, cleaning, you know which is a very it's don't you one rule cannot go for everyone. There are certain things that would work in your relationship that will not work in my relationship. And there are certain things that would work in your relationship that will not work in your relationship. So look at your relationship and look at your partner. What are they doing good? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? Please never keep highlighting your partner's weaknesses. You know your partner's weaknesses, but it will not do your relationship any good if you keep talking about your partner's weaknesses. You're not good at this, you're not good at this. What is your partner good at? Can you just talk about the things that he's good in, the things he's good at? No one wants we all have our weaknesses. I have my weaknesses, we all have our weaknesses. And you wouldn't want anyone to keep banging on the things you cannot do. You cannot do this, you cannot, or you're not good at this, you're not good. I'm not good in maths. I'm not good, but at least I can talk. I'm not good at maths, but at least I'm good at something. So, and don't keep going, you're not good at maths, you're not I try. At least I can add 2 plus 2 is 3. you know I can add 2 plus 2 is 3. Just concentrate on the things I'm good at, not the things I'm not good at. So that is what we should do in our relationship. If you want your relationship to work, please, you have to put in the time to make it work. Yes. And if there are issues in the relationship, let's say there is a problem in your relationship, please Try and work it out. If you want your relationship to last, work it out with your partner. You know, ladies, we do this a lot. What we do is we have a problem with our partner. What we take it to our friends. We don't Our partners don't know. Sometimes a lady would have a problem, have an issue with their boyfriend, husband. They will not tell them. They will go and tell their friends. So how do you expect the man to know? Most ladies will be like, I expect him to understand. But have you communicated the problem with him? And they say no. But they've told their friends. You know, ladies, I know we do this a lot. Ladies will tell their friends about the issues in their relationships without telling their partners. Please, if you have a problem with your husband, boyfriend, tell him. Explain it to him. Wait, ladies, please, ladies. We do this a lot. You're telling your friends, you're telling your mom, you're telling your brothers, I've had enough of him. I can't take it anymore. He's been doing it, but he doesn't know what he's been doing. He doesn't. He has no clue. I know this a lot because I speak with a lot of ladies. Have you told him? No, I have not told him. He is a grown up. I expect him to know, but you haven't told him. I love ladies. I love us. Us ladies, I love us because we have our own ways of doing things. And I think men should understand. And, you know, I don't know. Men, please just understand us ladies. Sometimes that is how we operate. We just expect you to know things, you know. We are like, he's got a brain. He should understand. He should not do that. He might not have even noticed what he did, so that is why we have to communicate. So if you are with someone, you're dating someone, and they do something, if your partner does something that you don't like, please call his attention to it, because he might not know. He might not be aware of what he did. Sometimes people do things without thinking. You might just go, please, please, especially ladies, please discuss things with your partner. If you're dating, you're married, instead of going out there to tell your friends, family, everyone else. Sometimes with women, we discuss the issues we have with our boyfriends, with our partners, with everyone else except the partner or the boyfriend. Your husband doesn't know what he's done, but everyone else knows. Everyone is looking at him and he's going, but what have I done? And then you find out that the girlfriend or the wife never told him anything. He hasn't got a clue. So please, this is for ladies now. If you're angry, if your man does something that you don't like, please tell him. And he might not know, so don't go fighting, because that's our forte. We just go, yeah, you did it, I don't want to hear. Speak to the hands. Before you go speak to the hands, explain explain to the man. Tell him, this is what you did. And sometimes men don't even remember. He would go, what? When did I do it? You might be angry with a man for something he doesn't even remember doing. He doesn't even remember, So please don't go and start fighting with your man. Sit him down and tell him, say, on Friday this happened. And he might go, when? What happened? So explain to him. Don't be angry. Don't go with that voice like, on Friday. No, sit him down and tell him, on Friday, baby, you did this, I didn't like it. And he'll go, oh, what did I do? Oh, you said something that I really did not like. Oh, what did I say? Sometimes you have to call their attention immediately when they say it, but don't be angry, because sometimes we take things differently. We see life differently, we look at things differently. So if your partner does something that you don't like, please call his attention, tell him. Don't be angry, don't get angry, tell him, explain it to him. And sometimes they would go, oh, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean for it to come out that way. And they would say, they would apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. So please make sure you communicate with your partner. Communication is very important. Don't assume that they know. Don't assume that they should have known better, because that is us ladies. He should have known better. You know, why would he say that? Please don't assume. You know, we are all different. We look at life differently. So please, um, we are all humans. That is why we have to communicate at work, everywhere. We are told to communicate effectively. You know, when you're communicating with anyone, go have bear in mind that they might not remember, they might not know, um, they might actually have done it from a place of love. And if you ask them, they'll tell you why they did it. And sometimes you will be shocked. You know, sometimes someone might take something away. I remember at work, um someone left their bottle of water. I think it was tea. They left it open, and then another colleague got the tea. It was in a cup. It was hot tea. She had just left, but something went in. A fly went in the cup of tea, and the other colleague just poured it because she didn't want her to come and drink it. And when she came, she was so angry. Oh, who poured my tea? And she was shouting. And then the other colleague said, oh no, when you went away, something went in your tea, so I poured it because I knew you might come and just drink it without knowing. A fly went in the tea, and there was a colleague there. She put the tea, she just emptied the cup in the sink. You know, so when she got back, she was angry. Who, I just made this cup of tea, who poured it away? You know, who would pour my cup of tea? Who did this? You know, who touched my cup? You know, but when she heard that a fly had gone into her cup of tea, and her colleague, she was like, oh, I'm very sorry for shouting. She was like, oh, I'm very sorry, thank you very much, I'm sorry for, I'm just very sorry, you know. So sometimes you don't know. That is why we have to communicate. It's important to communicate. Don't just assume, don't conclude, especially when it comes to your dating life. Don't conclude. We are in a world today where we just conclude, we are just angry at every little thing. Please, um try to communicate. If you want your relationship to work, you know, communication is very, very important. What you might be thinking might not be what the other person is thinking, and the other person might do something for you from a place of love. That doing it, and because you don't know, you're thinking, why would they do it? Why would they do that? You know, why would they do that? And when they explain to you, you would understand why they did it. So please do ask to communicate, especially us ladies. Us we easily get angry, and we just go, no, 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 I can't believe. Speak to, no, 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 speak to their hands. Speak to their hands. And please, for men, if you're dating and your woman comes and she's angry and she starts, you know, as a man, I'd advise that if you can, take a walk to the balcony. Sometimes when you're arguing over each other, you know, no one actually listens. You know, nothing happens, you're not solving the problem. So there's no need arguing over each other. There's no need proving who is right and who is not right in the relationship. Sometimes just carry your hand up, you know, just say you're sorry, even when you know you're not at fault. Sometimes you can say you're sorry just for the sake of peace. If you want peace in your relationship, you don't want your space to be toxic. You know, if it's over a cup of water, who spilled milk in the sink, who poured water in the doorway, please, those things are very trivial. Don't, even if you did not do it, say, oh, I'm sorry, clean it up. Don't worry about that. So there are certain things, just don't just, you know, fix it very fast. You don't want your space to be toxic. You know, later on you can iron it. You can go back to it and say, you know what, I didn't do that. You know, but in the heat of the argument, just go, oh, I'm sorry, I did it. If you can, clean it and move on with life. You know, life is, we're here for a good time. You know, we are here for a good time. So don't let little trivial things just spoil your space, your love life, your life. No. So please, those little things, fix them. Be ready to say you're sorry. It takes a bigger person, it takes a mature person to say, I am sorry, even when you're not wrong. Say, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. Let's move on. If you love your partner, it shouldn't be something that you cannot say. Say you're sorry and move on, you know. Another thing is to reduce expectations. Sometimes we expect a lot from our partners. You know, you expect too much. You want them to do a lot for you. You expect too much from them. You will be disappointed if you expect too much from anyone. Sometimes we expect from one person what a whole village cannot give us. You know, give yourself, or gift, as in gift, I mean gift and give yourself the things you want in life. For example, I'll talk about happiness, joy. Those are the things you create for your own self. Create them for yourself. Don't expect your partner to create happiness for you, to create joy for you. Whatever they bring to the table is a plus, should be a plus. You should be able to create your own happiness, your own joy, your own bliss for yourself. Create that space for yourself where you can be by yourself and be happy. And when your partner comes, they bring in, more. And another thing is just have a sense of humor. You must not be a comedian. You must just have a sense of humor. Just see the fun in some little things, and don't take life too seriously. We are here for a good time. These are some of the secrets of just being in a relationship and be happy, and you know and what you have radiates. It's the happiness you bring, it's the love you bring. That is what that's what you ooze out. That is what you give, because that is what you have. you know that is why everywhere today we are told. I remember my mom used to say, oh, stay away from negative friends, stay away from bad friends, stay away from. Now I understand better, because when you are with someone who is positive, it rubs off. You will be sooner or later. And it's the same if you are around someone who is very negative with everything and everything. You stay around a gossip, sooner or later you become a gossip. So please, make sure you create your own happiness, you create your own joy, create that space within you, that home, that beautiful home within you, because that is the first house. It's you within that house within, that you always go back to. If you go back to a happy house within, um and ask for questions, your house within will give you positive answers. Or don't worry, things will get better. But if you have a negative um, house within you, it will go, oh, since he's talking to you like that, lock him off, or lock him off, don't speak to him, But if you have that loving space within you, you would give that person, your partner, that time to come back to you, talk to you. You would give them, the space to express themselves, to be a loving person, to love you. So it is very very important. Please remove pride from your character. Remove pride. He's your partner. But he's your partner, you should be able to say, I'm sorry, I did that. It's not like, I didn't do that, I'm not going to say sorry. If you don't say sorry to me, I will not say sorry, and I'm giving you up to 9 p.m. to say sorry. They're your partner. There shouldn't be those rules that those no, it's not the Magna Carta. It's a relationship. You shouldn't have a rule book where you are doing this. If you don't turn off the lights by 9 p.m., then this relationship is not going to work. No, it's a relationship. You have to be flexible. We are only humans. We make mistakes. We get things right. Sometimes we get things wrong. You should also know that when you get things wrong and you're corrected, you should go, oh, okay, oh, I didn't know, I didn't mean it that way. It is not difficult to say, oh, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I know sorry is a word that is difficult for a lot of people to say, but it takes a mature person to say, I'm sorry. For example, let's say you're at work and you're working on a project with your colleagues, you're working on a project, and the project doesn't go well, and let's say you present the project, it didn't go well, and your manager or your boss is going, oh, it did not go well. It takes, do you know that whoever puts their hands up and go, I'm sorry, I take responsibility for this project, next time we're going to do it better, um do you know that that person automatically is respected by the management, or by management or management team? Once you say you take responsibility, once you put your hands up in anything, once you put your hands up and you go, you know what, I take responsibility for this, I will fix it. That alone, you know, gives you respect. That alone, you can gain promotion from that if you can take responsibility and go, I take responsibility for the failure of this project. Next time I will do better. I will look at the things we did not do right. We will work on it. We will correct our mistakes. And next time we'll do it better. That is all. Whoever puts their hands up and go, I take responsibility, is a big person, bigger person, and most often than not in organizations, anybody within a team who takes responsibility for the failure of any project and then puts in the time to make sure things work out in the future, most often than not gets promoted. So it's the same with your relationship. You're dating. When you're dating, you love your partner, you love them, and something goes wrong, put your hands up, say, I'm sorry it happened, I didn't mean it to come out that way. Sometimes you might mean things well, and then it doesn't come out the way sometimes we okay, I want it to come out this way, and then you say it and then it comes out the opposite, you know and it's like you just have to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it to come out that way, and it does um fix things, and it goes a long way. So please, 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 don't prolong problems that you can solve within 24 hours. You're now staying with your partner for 2 weeks and you're not talking to each other. You're like, he must apologize first, and he is like, she must apologize first. If she doesn't apologize, I'm not talking to her. And then now your space becomes toxic. So if you're watching this video, please sometimes just say you're sorry, to clear the air, clear the space. You don't want to be in a toxic place. Remember, you're in the space as well. You might be thinking, I'm not speaking to my partner. It's your space. You are within that space as well. So you're better off clearing that space. You don't want to be in a toxic environment because your partner doesn't want to say sorry. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what, I'm sorry. You're saying sorry for your own self. Sometimes sometimes you do things for you. You are in a relationship, things are not working, but you do things to um you do things for the betterment of the relationship, but then for your own good as well, because you're within that space and you don't want to live in a toxic environment. You don't want to be in a toxic space. So what do? You say you're sorry. You're sorry. It clears the air, it clears the space. Open the door, open the door and let the bad energy, just go out of the place. And life goes on. We don't have to hold on to things that are not taking us anywhere. Things that would not make you grow, please let them go. Especially anger. And when you're angry, I'm not saying that when you're angry about something you shouldn't show. Show your partner when you're angry. Show them that you're angry. Tell them why you're angry. Show them, but be ready to resolve the problem. Show them. Tell them, I don't like what you did. And they are not a magician. They would not know. Tell them. I'm not saying you shouldn't tell them. Tell them what they did wrong. Tell them why you didn't like what they said, how it made you feel, why they shouldn't say it again. Tell them, tell them, tell them. If you don't tell them, they might do it again. Tell your partner, but then be ready to resolve the problem and be ready to let it go. Don't tell them something and then you hold on to it, and then after 2 weeks you're going back to the problem. You're like, yes, but remember what you said last week Friday. No, you've told them, you've resolved the issue, move on. Turn the chapter. That was yesterday. Turn the chapter and move on. It is very important that you move on. So don't hold on to grudges. Don't hold on to grudges. It's very important, don't hold on to and maybe sometimes to give yourself, if you've dated someone or you're married, give yourself time to resolve any problem. Maybe you could say, you know what, let's not be angry with each other for more than 48 hours. Some people would say 24 hours. Let's not carry on, let's not be angry with each other for, or some people will say, let's not go to bed angry. Before you go to bed, you resolve any issue. So you go to bed, you don't want to go to bed and one person is facing the east, one person is facing the west, you don't talk to each other. you know some people will say, let it not go on for more than 2 days. Some people will say 24 hours. Some people would say, let's not go to bed angry. So you would decide what you want in your relationship. It's very important that you decide what you want. Another thing I'd say is, please don't criticize your partner in front of others. That is something that we shouldn't do. Sometimes we just do it. We think, oh, they're family, friends. You can talk about your partner in front of family and friends. They're your friends, they're your family, they know you. But I don't think it is okay. Please don't criticize your partner in front of others. It is not funny at all. It is not funny. If your partner does something that you don't like, please, it might be in front of people. Don't shout at them in front of people. It makes things worse. Please don't shout at them. you know Call them to the side and tell them. You might even interrupt them. They might be saying something and you go, oh, excuse me. If you notice that your partner is saying something in public that you don't like and that you think it's not, it's going to land them in problem, or please, you can interrupt them. Go, oh, come. You might even interrupt them with a phone call. That, come, someone is calling you on the phone. Come. They might go, no, wait, let me finish. You say, no, come now. And then you get them to leave that space, and then you tell them that, oh, look what you're doing, what you were saying. Please don't say that. What you just said. They might not understand, but cool them, tell them, don't. That is why I pulled you out. You can't say that. You can't say that in public. Don't embarrass them in public. Oh, don't shout at them in public. You might end up start fighting with each other in public. So don't criticize your partner in front of others. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be, you know, it shouldn't be at work, but friends, don't criticize your partner in public. It will not end up well. It will be it's something that you're going to be talking about for a long time. And the people you don't it's please don't. It's something we shouldn't do. Whether it's family or friends, don't criticize your partner in public. It's better you, if they do something that you don't like, just go. Sometimes you just have to walk out. If they do something that you don't like, don't respond. Sometimes you just have to hold on to yourself, like, otherwise you might just say something, and it never ends well when you criticize your partner in public, because it's in public. You guys are going to be talking about it for a long time. Like, yes, you did that in public, you said it in public, you said it in front of everyone. They might, they might not. It might take time for your partner to let go. So please don't criticize your partner in public. It's never a good thing to do. Don't do it. And just always put in time to make sure you work on your relationship. Put in time to spice, put a bit of pepper in your relationship every now and then. Take care of yourself. That one is very important, because Because if you don't take care of yourself, you don't look good. You're looking good for you. Don't get me wrong. That's the first thing. It's for you first. Don't think that because you've been married for 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 years, you should not take care of yourself anymore. You shouldn't, you should look tired, no. Please take care of yourself. It's for you. You're still here. You're living. You should enjoy life. I know we are going through challenging times, but then um, just take care of yourself. It doesn't take you don't need billions to take care of yourself. You don't need billions to take care of yourself. You just need to have the will to take care of yourself, which is something we should try and do. Just take care of yourself. Get up, take care of yourself, look good for yourself and for your partner. Your partner loves it when you look good. Whether you're a man or a woman watching me, your partner loves it when you look good. And when you look good, don't you like it for yourself, for you? Sometimes change and do something. Let's say you always have long hair. Sometimes change and have short hair. Sometimes change and have green hair. Change, just do something. Just do something. Just change something. It might be not massive, but small. Just change something. Just change something. Yes, just change something about you. It could be your dressing, it could be you cutting your hair, it could be you maybe wearing a wig every now and then. Just change it for you first. Again, I repeat, it's for you first and then for your partner. Remember that men or your partners or the people we love are attracted by what they see. You like to see your man, looking good. You like to see your woman looking good. You don't want to see your woman tired. You don't want, no one wants to see that. So please bear that in mind. You're looking good for you. You're taking care of yourself for you. Go and get yourself, go and get a haircut. Um, Go to the salon and do your hair. Do it yourself. You can watch on YouTube how to do whatever you want to do. For yourself, we can all do it now. You don't need billions to do that. So I think that is about it for today. So if you want your relationship to work, remember you have to have the will to make it work. It is you are the one who is going to make your relationship work by doing the work, putting in the work. Putting in the work, putting in a bit of pepper, a bit of salt, a bit of sugar in your relationship. You have to do it. And remember that you show people how you want to be treated, especially in a relationship. You don't tell them, you show them. How do you show them? By treating them with love. Treat your partner with love and they will reciprocate. It might take time, but they will do it. It will get to a point, slowly but surely, they will get to that place where they will go, oh, this woman is doing a lot for me, or this man is sacrificing a lot for me. This person truly loves me, and I think, you know what, it's time for me to give back. So I think that is about it for today. If you're seeing me again for the first time, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and today we are broadcasting live from London. We are here every Fridays between 12:30 and 1:30. On this channel, we talk about relationships. Sometimes we do comedy, fashion as well. I love fashion and I love dancing. So I've got plenty of videos on the channel. Go ahead, watch the video, like the channel, subscribe to the channel so you're notified each time I post a video, or each time we are live, you will be notified. Thanks very much again for stopping by. If today is your birthday, I repeat, happy birthday to you. Have a very and if you live anywhere around the UK, send my invite. I want to come to your party. If you're anywhere in the UK, send me my invite. I want to come to your party. Okay, that's about it. Have a fabulous weekend. Take care of yourself. Enjoy. Remember this. Remember that you are the most important person in your life. Always remember. Yeah, what do you think? Who is the most important person in your life? You tell me. Who else? It's you. You are the most important person in your life. So please treat yourself as such. Treat yourself with love, with respect. Sprinkle yourself with a bit of honey, a bit of sugar, a bit of salt, a bit of love, you know. Okay, that's about it. Thanks very much. I look forward to seeing you next week, Friday. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and have a fabulous weekend. Until next time, I'm your girl, Cecilia Mbullah. Thank you very much, and bye bye for now. Thank you. Bye bye.